Oh,
Niles,
Frasier.
I suppose you're here for your usual?
Indeed I am.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Dr. Crane. Hello, may I please have my usual? Yes, of course, one Niles Crane coming up. Thank you, Dr. Crane. May I ask you something? Well, usually I charge by the hour for that sort of thing, but go ahead. Well, I've seen you and your brother come in here for a long time now, but I've never seen you two this mad at each other. I don't know what happened, but is there anything I can do to help? Oh, Samir, that is really kind of you to offer. I guess Frasier and I have been making fools of ourselves. It just pains me to see brothers fight. I lost mine a few years ago, and some days, I would give anything to have him back. Sorry to hear that. Thank you again. Frasier?
Yes.
May I sit down? I have something to say.
Oh fine, go ahead and sit.
Thank you.
So tell me, what is it you'd like to say?
I'm sorry.
Oh?
Yes, I was just going to be stubborn about this whole thing, but Samir made me realize, a brother is a best friend, and I don't want to spend our days fighting about what happened the other night.
Well, Niles, thank you. I admit I wasn't expecting an apology.
Well, surprise.
Niles?
Yes.
I'm sorry too. I overreacted to you and Daphne. You are two consenting adults. You're engaged to be married soon, and that is technically her personal bedroom.
Friends again?
Friends again.
I'm telling you, 'twas the most embarrassed of I been, since the night at the opera.
Ha ha ha, Daphne. You know how stubborn my son gets about this sort of thing.
I suppose you're right, Martin. I just never expected that he'd actually catch us like that.
Okay, well, I don't need the details or anything. But I can tell you from years of experience, Frasier will get over this.
Thank you. I'm glad to marry into this family.
We're glad to have you, Daph.
Now it's time for your hip exercises.
Oh, geez.
Dr. Crane, we've got Cherry on line 3. She is a young mother of 2, and is feeling overwhelmed.
Go ahead with your issue, Cherry. I'm listening.
Hi, Dr. Crane. I'm just calling from work, which feels like the only real escape from my home life. You see, I got married in my early 20s, and we started our family right away. I love my kids, but the youngest is still a toddler, and some days I just can't take the stress. Yes, of course, I'm still married. My husband does his best to help with everything, but he works more than I do, and it's hard. Sometimes we fight, and sometimes I wish we had never had kids.
Well, Cherry, it sounds like what you're going through is quite normal. You're certainly not alone in your feelings, and every parent sometimes questions their decision to become one. Just hang in there, take some me days sometimes, and show your husband appreciation for his help. I can tell you from raising my son Freddie, it does get better. Oh, hello Kate. I was just cutting through here on my way to the elevator.
Okay, by the way, I was just listening to your show, and it was another good one.
Thanks, Kate.
I think it was great how you handled that woman who called in, overwhelmed by having kids. That's always such a touchy subject.
It's right, is.
Sorry?
I meant, you're right, it is.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of improvement in your show, Frasier. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you.
That would be great.
See you around, Frasier.
See you.
Oh, Martin, I love how quirky you are, planning a late-night picnic in the park.
Yeah, well, I figured no one would mess with a cop and his girlfriend, so we're safe out here.
Ha ha ha. Oh, Martin. You're adorable.
Thank you, Sherry. I love you.
Oh, Martin. That's so sweet. I love you too. Oh good, you're home early.
Well, I wanted to spend Christmas Eve with my wife.
I'm glad. Honey, you may like to sit down. I have something to tell you.
Okay. So what would you like to tell me, Hester?
Well, I have a really big gift for you.
Was it expensive?
Not yet, but it will be soon. Martin, we're going to have a baby.
A baby. A baby?
Surprise.
Oh honey, that's wonderful. I hope we get a son.
If we do have a son, I would like to name him Frasier.
Frasier?
Hey, I happen to like that name.
All right honey, we'll name him Frasier.
Are you all right, Martin?
I'm not sure.